Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here on this Malakai campaign. So it's turn 124. Basically lots of ready for duties because those dudes came back after getting the skills reset. And I'm just going to show you how basically to do it a little bit. So we're winning some money, 10k now. It's going to go up really fast later on. So in essence, yeah, you can see that when it has a C in front of the Lord, by the way, that I put in, it's because the Lord is complete, which means I'm not going to do any changes to the units, just replace if they die. With a K, in this case, it's because I plan to replace the Lord. And I'm going to start to use that as a still not completed, you know. We're going to use like maybe an H for needs heroes or something like that, you know. So let me just auto-resolve my way through. Yes, I know I'm doing a lot of auto-resolves. It's the end game, it's the late game. There's not a lot of battles that you haven't seen, you know. And I believe I at least used a lot of the armies that I'm showcasing. So what next? I could go there, but I have no idea what is there. So just be careful, guys. This is the point that I was speaking on the other previous video, where you gotta be careful not to overextend with anticipation. Like, oh, I just want this more, and I want this, and I can reach there, and I can conquer, and there's two armies, and I die. You know, that sort of idea. It can mess you up, so just be careful with that. Okay. So, by the way, I never asked, but let me know if the music is too loud. I always try to get it a little bit, higher than some other YouTubers that I know. Mostly because on their videos, sometimes I cannot hear the music, and I just love the music. So if it is too much, let me know. So that's the last settlement of the greenskins. After I conquer it, there'll be long victory taken. And yeah. So, Gilbert, Oathkeeper. Gotta go for a little bit more allied units. I was hoping for one more Royal Hippogriff, but it's gonna take quite a while. Yeah, I'm not getting too many allegiance points. Yeah, but so it's gonna take a while. But still, that's fine. I mean, that's perfect. Maybe I can get something in from Avalorn or from Reichland. I could get another heavy war sled. Should I? No, I hate having 3 of something and 1 of something there, you know. It's just my OCD going. Everything comes in pairs. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait. That guy can recruit those units as soon as it's necessary. So there's not a lot of opposition here. He's trying to assemble armies, but honestly, he's not going to have any chance against this. I mean, I won't be having any issues around. Okay, mission successful always. I'm only getting through to gold at this moment, and I'm really focusing on gold right now. But I don't have a lot of gold currently. I just want to be sure that I can, you know, colonize these places. That's why I stopped that construction, because I realized that I needed this, and I will need to get that going. Let's go over here. There was a lot of raised settlements here, especially from the Warriors of Chaos, that were never actually put to speed. So where is it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can get some more income. I can get those. Resources are always good when you have a lot of trade. So there's a lot of armies here. But I already showed you so many battles against the Dark Elves recently, so I'll likely just fight them out. Maybe I'll show it, I don't know. Well, no. I don't know. Maybe I'll show something more interesting, or a different battle, maybe a quest battle. I really have some legendary battles to do. So yeah. Overall, one big issue is once it becomes too big, the amount of armies and everything, it's how to say, it tends to be a problem of management. And my advice is just to divide in theaters where you have like, so I have this theater here of action where I conquered the Zarnagrund area, and now I'm going to build that that place. I'm going to build that the building that generates the vampire counts threat. There's one here, in case you don't know, that if you use it, it generates top of the line vampire count armies. So you kind of need to have a few armies nearby for it. Okay. Yeah, this guy definitely needs that hero and needs to get rid of some of these units. I didn't want to do that in case the ogres would attack, you know, but right now it's kind of fine. And I'm going to start changing these guys, I think in the next turn. That's where the other ones get around, and I'll change them to the respective lords that I wanted. So it's turn 124. Notice that Khorne is doing really well, but it doesn't have a lot of armies. It has like 2 or 3 armies, so there's going to be some reckoning later on. And diplomatically, I mean, if you guys think that your allies don't do anything, just make sure that you support them properly. Okay, so I need to get rid of Gringor's Ardboys and then complete one legendary battle, and that's it. I don't know why it's tracking it. Like, it's tracking it wrongly. Sorry, I had just a few hours sleep yesterday, and I'm still sleepy. Oh. That's what happens when you have a job from 3 to midnight now. Ugh, crap, I hate that. But oh well, great place to work. That's what they call themselves. Now, back to the game. So I'm gonna do a lot of reorganization here. Definitely need to do some reorganization here, and also always ensure that you have your red line properly done. I keep always desiring to have the army here, the units that I currently have, so that I can, you know, select the proper skills. You know, if at least it was on the background there, I could see it. But, you know, just make the window slightly less so that you can see it, at least in this resolution, you know. So, Master of the Forge. Okay. To doom, then. Slayer. Yeah, and I'm thinking, because of this, I'm thinking on making a video just on how to deal with endgame, you know, with late game organization and stuff, because I know that some people just quit it once it becomes way too confusing, you know, and I'd like to just recommend how you can do that without making it too confusing, you know, and also while ensuring that you have always something to look forward to, even if it is just a small battle, you know. Like, it may seem easy, but to reach this point, if you've seen the whole playthrough, it's not really always that easy, you know. So I already have some level 50 lords here, and I'll showcase how I'm planning my armies. By the way, this is a recommendation. I have 0 gold right now, so I don't have anything. So I just replaced a lot of the lords with the level 50s that I earned. Okay, that's what I did without showing you. So yeah, let me show you the armies that I typically do and how I organize that. So yeah, as you can see, just a small PowerPoint that I do, and I pick up the army. I just literally use the cutting tool to copy it here, and especially the ones that I want, not the ones that I have. And you can see that the level completed and stuff, I have them by order, so I can always know that, you know, I'm doing the best way. And then if they're not completed, I'll just compare them to this version. Now, you don't need to do this, but it's just a way that I've found to ensure that I have an idea, and then I try to make some different army compositions, which is also why I enjoy actually this part. I have to be honest. On this playthrough, you're seeing me auto-resolve a lot of stuff, but I am enjoying the battles as well, and I'm just playing a couple more. But typically, if I'm playing alone, if I'm not recording, I'm playing nearly every battle. Like, I really think that the best way to do it is actually just to encourage yourself to do a lot of these sort of different army compositions for different battles. So the end is near. That means 20 turns for the Chaos Dwarf Endgame. It's been a while since I had it. It's one of the easiest ones, actually. It's one that you can plan out. So it's going to be very easy, actually. And I already have some armies. So I'm thinking 20 turns, I have the time for dealing with those vampire counts units, and then leave these armies ready for when the endgame shows up. Yeah. And overall, that's... if you know what's coming with the endgame, it's always nice, of course. I only select one, but some people select the ultimate, which is every single one of them. Which for me, it's just a grind fest. I would prefer a different endgame. I have a video on that. I would prefer some differences in terms of the endgame. I would prefer for them to have like some meaningful decision making. Like maybe it shows up, the Chaos Dwarfs are rising. Maybe they're trying to retake these places, or something like that. Or there's a lot of diplomacy required, missions, dilemmas that will, transform how the end game is going to be. That sort of idea. A little bit more emphasis on stuff that you need to do with your empire, because right now you build your empire and then there's nothing to do. A small empire or a big empire, all that it changes is the number of settlements, but there's nothing really that you aim to getting. Like maybe if I needed 30 settlements before I could go for tier 5 units, maybe that would be a good idea. Or maybe I need specific numbers of settlements to deal with something else. That sort of change would always be welcoming. Just Total War games are always perfect to make you build an empire, but not a lot that you can do after with that empire, which I would love to see. So I got the Grudge completed, which is nice. Now that I don't need to travel fast, I have the option to travel fast. So let's get Grombrindle. Yeah, Vigor lost production, why not? Or let's give him just some full plate armor. Not that he needs it. I mean, most of these legendary lords, people go for the yellow line, and I'm assuming, of course, it's always for making the lord the centerpiece. And I like it on a sort of RPG level, but I almost always prefer to go with a focus on the army a little bit. I don't always want to go for an RPG level. Like, I like the elements of RPG that exist in the game. I don't like it to be just RPG. Okay, so keeping up with the conquests, I'm gonna have to skip quite a lot for now, but I wanted to show you one more battle. Oh, this is nice. The army ability, the gyrocopter launch, and it's against Khorne. So yeah, I can teleport. It's gonna be cool. Yeah, that's nice. Some good lords there. Oh, there's a lot of chosen. Well, not a lot. That's 3 and 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's a lot of units. I gotta be careful and cover my cannons, and that's it, because there's a lot of flyers. But depends on how they'll arrive. The reinforcement time. It's a little bit weird how it's going to show up, and what we have in terms of the terrain. I can't remember this one. Oh, this is going to be easy. I have cannons and missile troops. I mean, they're actually bloody. That's true. Well, this is as easy as it gets. Let me organize my troops. Line of infantry in front, missile infantry in front of the cannons, then some infantry staggered, just to ensure that there's holes where the missiles can shoot from. And now let's see. Yeah, there's 2 places. One seems to be all the warriors of chaos, and the other one the exalted ones, the demonic ones. So that's kind of nice. And I think I can deal with the demonic ones really fast. They're also the fastest unit. That's why I feel like we have to do this. Oh, the Grudge Raker shooting. Someone asked me, oh, are Grudge Rakers any good? Just show them this clip. Like, yeah, infantry units. And I don't even have... I have 3 Grudge Rakers. I mean, I have some Slayer Pirates just to keep the theme. But... And this is... The cannons are not even using Grape Shot yet. I think at this point they are. I switched. But yeah, they're not reaching the lines. I think this is going to be way easier. If all they do is spawn like this, I think it's going to be easy. Yeah, I skipped ahead here, a little bit of a jump, but then I realized that I didn't show the Lord being absolutely butchered. Like I was thinking, oh, I'm going to skip a bit, but better not. Yeah, they're not reaching anything. Is this guy gonna reach me? Goodness, dude. He's brave, I gotta tell you that. Oh, I got one killed. And I even have my army abilities being used. This is crazy. Oof. Well, he doesn't care where the blood flows and where the skulls go. So I guess Korn is happy with this outcome. Korn army is completely OP. No, not if they do this. No, they don't. They need to envelop you. I think I could stay in this position forever as long as I have ammunition. You know, just dishing it out. Maybe a couple of engineers would severely enhance this army. Yeah, I'm starting to think that they are not even going to reach my lines. Oh, over there, they might reach it. Yeah, I'm starting to have to use the army abilities or the abilities to replenish the ammunition. And this is all fire at will, by the way. I'm not ordering anything. I've literally just deployed, well positioned, and I'm just stopping. Oh, they reached. No, they didn't. They're not even swinging their swords. They didn't do anything. And over here, the outcome is not as good. That's the Spirit of Grumni, which I said over. And let's just skip a little bit ahead, and there's some more flyers showing up. And here comes the enemy Bloodthirster. That's a powerful enemy, I believe. I think he'll be able to land. Like, suffice it to say, I think he'll be able to land. These Furies won't. They should be accompanying the Lords to offer some, you know, cover. Which is also a nice use for Furies, by the way. You cover against missile fire. They're effectively like a shield because they just get in the way. You know? So if you don't have any other use for it, at least they can be like shielded air units if you wonder. They don't have shields, but you know, they'll die and this whole volley wouldn't hit the Bloodthirster, which would land. You know, sometimes that would be the case. They didn't even get to me. So I'm hitting the Bloodthirster. Wow, that was a nice shot. I mean, look at the health on that dude getting down. I think I'm gonna hit him with a harpoon soon. Ooh! Oh, look at that shot. And he's landing on Malakai, who's shooting at him. There we go. Malakai, you gotta go melee. And he hit him once, and he dies. Malakai was just, what a piece of me. Here, he's my tool. And then he died. Okay, this one is, you know, trying not to die. And failing. And that's the victory. I don't think they caused any damage. That was excellent, actually. So this army is really good for this. That's cool. Yeah, I lost 16. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't for them, their effect. It was my own. I mean, damage alone on all the missile units is... Well, there's one that didn't deal any damage whatsoever. Some 5,900 in a cannon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll just replenish, I guess, just to make sure. It's not a lot of gold. It's not like I need that. But I mean, he didn't do anything. It's just zeros. There's one kill there. Goodness. Alright, let me replenish. Yep. And with this, passive abilities, Forge Fire. Yeah, that's nice. Long victory completed. And the venture was completed as well, which means that I now have a summon of Gyrocopter launch, which is great. Yeah. So I'm still missing some stuff that isn't possible because there's not any vampires left. Oh, let me start this adventure. Yeah, why not? So I likely will get some stuff. Fight 3 battles against Wood Elves. That's going to be difficult because I feel that most of them... Or form a trade agreement with Kislev or Cathay. I mean, I can't because I've already established that, so I would have to cancel. So I do have the underway network. I can't remember how this worked. I only saw it once, I'll be honest, when I did this back in the beta. Oh, yeah. I think this is the worst one, which is just this. Yeah, it's just this one towards that other place in the mountains. It's kind of cool, but it kind of does the same. It's redundant because there's the same with the ship. So I kind of wish that they had done a slightly different location, you know, because it's really just about the same as the ship one, you know, because you can take the sea lane. But I guess it's literally faster. And all the others, it's for the restore the realms, right? Yeah, needs the... Yeah, retake the realms. It's kind of sad that there's none on the New World. I would love that, you know. That would actually give it a lot more value, you know. Yeah, it's all retake the realms. And at this point, I think that what I would need is to take over Kislev, which is kind of sad. But it would be great, actually, to just take over Kislev and the Empire as strong as they are. So that's one. I could go just for a completion of all the grudges. Actually, this one is going to be completed. So then Malakai is going to die. And maybe I could just do a playthrough where I do all the grudges. So this one is completed. Guilds, I have the sword faults needed. So there's like 3 more turns to complete all the research. And then I'll have to just reorganize stuff. Like, I'm already winning 17k, and I'm pretty sure that I would be able to do a lot more there. Okay, so I think I'm going to show this. Do I show it now, or do I show it later? Well, let me show the statistics at least. I mean, it's 1,025 for long campaign is not bad. There's a little bit of a bug there with the legendary quests, but it's not like it's impossible. I think I would take, if I had focused it, I would take like 100 turns. Because I didn't focus too well. Especially Grimgore being alive for so long and being so expanded, you know. I'm auto-resolving like 2/3 of the battles, which is kind of fine. I mean, especially for a playthrough. I mean, I showed you 80 battles, almost. So that's 2 every episode, I guess. So that's still quite a nice average. Yeah, and that's a lot of armies. That's a lot of armies for them. I mean, seriously. So there's this Skaven scheme of things, yeah. Yeah, and this is the part where I had planned out to say, here, I'm going to skip a lot for the victory conditions, wait for the end game, and then show you that. And maybe showcase a little bit before so that you can see how I'm going. But I'm going to go super into the deeps, into building deeps into all my profitable places, to the point that at one point I'm earning like 90,000. It's not even close, guys. So I'm gonna build the sealed tombs and just with 4 armies it's enough. 3 armies is enough. 4 armies is better, just to ensure you don't get any surprises, or that you can auto-resolve them if you're not in the mood to fight those armies that are spawning. I think it spawns like 2 at a time every turn, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, I think I'm waiting for one more army before I do that, one more turn before I do that, you know. And this guy, yeah, that's the guy that's going to join in. It's not the best army there, but it's just an army of everything that is left. It's still an army, you know? Everything that is left from the previous is still a good one. Right, so this is the deeps. There are specific ones. It's not that one. It's the other one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, this is the deeps that is specific to Zarnagrund. It has that effect on it has more slots, by the way, and then it has that effect on the grudges, the grudge system, which is perfect. Actually, it's really cool. So let me just make sure that I get some money out of this. I think I can manage to, even if I'm not mistaken, they retake the place when they spawn, but I don't know if they demolish it. So, well, that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.